Well, hey, everybody. Oh, welcome to Pop Sports. Ooh, we got a big week in sports. Big stuff. First things first, congratulations to the World Series winning Los Angeles Dodgers. Man, what a win. Won it in 5 games. Yankees took one of them. Dodgers took the other 4. Great stuff that they showed all year long. Really, really cool. So, big congrats to the guys. Hey, can't wait to see what they do next year. It's going to be fun. Now, let's get into football here in a minute. But before we do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like the video, come have some fun with us, and tell us if there's a sport you'd like us to look at. We're glad to do it. Happy to do it. But right now, this is my favorite season of the year, football season. So, we're going to get into the NCAA top 25. Now, I don't have time this week to get into the NFL, right? But I'm going to try to get back to that next week as well. And for those that are new with us, welcome to the channel. We're glad to have you, glad to know you. Please feel free to let me know what we need to look at, and we will get to it, all right? But right now, let's look at the NCAA top 25. AP poll right now. Oregon at number 1. They stayed the same. Georgia, Penn State, Ohio State, 2, 3, and 4, they stayed the same. Okay, I can see that. See where it goes. Miami up 1 to number 5. Texas down 1 to number 6. All right, Tennessee stayed the same at 7. Notre Dame up 4 to number 8. BYU up 2 to number 9. And Texas A&M up 4 to number 10. Wow. Okay, out of the top 10, who do y'all see staying in there? We got a couple weeks left now. Who do y'all see staying in there? I'm saying Texas, Oregon, Georgia. I think they'll all be in for sure. Now, the rest of them I'm not so sure about. Well, maybe Miami. Yeah, Miami should stay in. The rest of them I'm not so sure about. I'll be perfectly honest. Because this thing has switched back and forth all season long. It's been a wild ride in the top 25. Clemson at number 11, down 2. See, there we go. Dropped out of the top 10, right? Tied at number 11 is Iowa State. Number 13, Indiana. Alabama up 1 to 14. Boise State up 2 to 15. Interesting. I think Indiana could climb in there too. To be honest with you, the way they're playing this year, they could be a sleeper. Boise State as well. Not sure about Iowa State. I haven't actually seen them play. Not sure about Clemson. I haven't seen them play yet. LSU at 16. Down 8. See, that's what I'm saying. They're down 8 this week. So, yeah, it's really tough. Kansas State down 1. 17. 18, Pittsburgh up 1. 19, Ole Miss down 1. And 20, SMU up 2. Now, here's another sleeper at 21 that I think could end up in there if they continue the way they played, especially over this week and next week. Army at 21. They're up 2 this week. Washington State at 22. Colorado at 23. They stayed the same. Okay. Illinois at 24. They're down 4. And then Missouri all the way down to 25. Down 4. So, yeah. This thing this year could switch up at any time. I mean, it could really be a wild ride. So let's see who they're all playing this week. We got the top 25 schedule, right? Let's see where it goes. Okay, first things first. Tomorrow night, for those here on the Pop Sports channel, or Friday night for those watching on the PopzReacts channel, because we're doing a special over there this week. Kind of see who wants to come over here and join us, get in on the fun, the action, the scores, the, who's going to win what. San Diego State at Boise State. Yeah, Boise State should win that, but there again, I mean, this thing's been crazy all year, like I said. So Boise State should win that. I'm guessing by probably, I'm going to give them 10 because they should win that pretty handily. Duke at Miami. Now, Duke's one of them teams, too. You never know. They haven't really shown it this year, but they're one of those teams you never really know. Miami should win that pretty handily. I'll give it a touchdown. Army Air Force. Air Force hasn't shown much of anything this year. I'm going to go Army by 17. Minnesota at Illinois. Ooh. Well, Minnesota can play ball too. So, Illinois by 3. I think that could be a close one. Ole Miss, number 19, Ole Miss at Arkansas. Arkansas can play too. Don't put that past them. I think Ole Miss will win it. I'm gonna give it a field goal. Ohio State, Penn State, 3 and 4. Well, 4 and 3, I should say. Oof. You know what? I'm actually going to take Penn State in that. I think they'll beat Ohio State by a field goal. Florida, Georgia. Georgia at number 2. Georgia's going to win that, but I don't think it's going to be by much. I'll give it a touchdown. 7. All right, where are we at? Indiana at Michigan State. Indiana by 10. I don't think Michigan State's got it this year. They could, but yeah, I just don't see they've got it this year. Kansas State at Houston. Kansas State should handily win that. I'll give that 10. Oregon, Michigan. Michigan hasn't really shown up since about week 2, so. And I'm not saying nothing bad about the team. I'm just saying the way they played this year, it just ain't showing a lot, They got some things to work on, put it that way. Oregon will win that, should win that by about 7. Texas Tech at Iowa State, Iowa State should win that pretty handily. I'll give it 13. Louisville at Clemson. Clemson should win that by, let's say, a touchdown. Texas A&M, South Carolina. Ooh, that's another one. Could be wild. A&M by 7. Kentucky, Tennessee. Well, now here could be another sleeper game. This could be wild. I'm going to take Tennessee. However, that could be a close game. So I'm going to take Tennessee by a field goal. And then 18 Pittsburgh at 20 SMU. I'm going to take Pitt to win that by 3. I don't think that's going to be a high-scoring game. I don't think it's going to be a real blowout. I'm going to take Pitt by 3. That's my picks. Where do y'all stand? Who do you think's going to be in the top 12 when all this thing is done? Let me know. I'd love to know. Like I said, I believe there's almost no doubt in my mind Miami will be in. I think Army's a sleeper. They could definitely drive in. Ohio State, Penn State. If Ohio State loses to Penn State, I don't think they make the playoff. If Penn State loses to Ohio State, I don't think they make the playoff. I think Georgia is feasibly in, but they're going to have to run the table in these last couple games. Who else? Oregon's going to be in. There's almost zero doubt in my mind about that. A&M, yeah, I'm not so sure that they will stay in. Depends on what happens with South Carolina and next week. Tennessee, feasible, but they're going to have to get by Kentucky. And that's, like I said, that could be a very close game. So, yeah, we'll just have to see where this lands. But I think that's some that are going to be in for sure. So, tell me what you think. And y'all have an absolutely fantastic day. I'll see you later this week with next week with the next one. We'll go over it again and we'll see what's up, and we'll get to the NFL as well. I hope y'all have a fantastic one. This is Old Pops. I'll see you later. We are out.